Since there are some people who come to my channel here at Alchemy and they believe that I'm evil and that I'm wicked and that I'm leading people to hell, here's what I have to tell you. Just call me Eve. Because right now, I am guiding people to bite into the apple. That's right. Damn, I wish I had a red apple. I wish I had a red apple so bad so I could just let the juice just slide down and I lick it up. Welcome to Alchemy, because turning pain into power is sexy. I am Timmésha, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty. Now listen, I always want to clarify that I use Miss Burgess, if you're nasty, as a play on words, people, okay? I have adopted that from our amazing mother, Miss Janet Jackson, okay? Those of you that know, you know I am a certified sexuality educator. That does not mean I teach sex. Listen, I am not a sex therapist. I am not a sex counselor. No, I am not going to teach you how to put it on Tyrone. Although I can, that's not my forte. My circle of competence and my passion and my life's journey has led me to work with women and girls, educating them about their bodies for the purpose of their mental health, for the purpose of their emotional intelligence, developing emotional intelligence so that it can come into oneness with their self, their bodies, and their minds. I believe and know, just based on my own personal experiences throughout life, based on research, that a lot of the reasons why women and girls suffer mentally, meaning they're suffering from what they think is anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts, why a lot of women and girls suffer from a lack of confidence is because they have not come into oneness with their bodies through sexuality education. So I teach it from a spiritual perspective. I teach oneness with self. Once you're one with self, maybe you'll decide to become one with somebody else, but that's on you. After you become one with yourself, with me, everything you do after that is on you, okay? That is my forte as a certified sexuality educator. So let's get right into it. Welcome here to Alchemy, because turning pain into power is truly sexy, okay? And it's sexy because those of you that are here who have subscribed here, you're on a very particular journey. And you're on the journey of alchemy, meaning turning pain into power, meaning turning lead into gold, meaning turning everything that has been thrown at you in your life. You have found a way to make it work for you as opposed to against you. Now, for those of you that know, you know I teach about the journey of the dark night of the soul, going on that odyssey, going into the shadow, hidden, suppressed parts of ourselves mentally and emotionally and physically. Going to those parts they say that you're never supposed to go into. No, you're not supposed to talk about that. No, you're not supposed to say those things. You're not supposed to think those things. You're not supposed to feel those things. Well, I'm saying to think them. I'm saying to say them. I'm saying to feel them. I'm saying to go inside of those shadow parts of yourself and bring out all of that power, all of that passion. Your mission and your purpose is hidden in the dark shadows of you. And so that is what I teach here. So let's not get that confused. Now, there are some folks who have said to me that, the things that I teach are wicked and evil, and I'm teaching people to go into hell. And I'm saying, well, go ahead and call me Eve then. Matter of fact, let's go deeper than that. Baby, call me Lilith. Call me Lilith, because part of my purpose is uncovering all that which we were taught to keep hidden and suppressed and demonized and vilified for more reasons than just one. Now, I'm not talking about going into the shadow parts of yourself and bringing out a characteristic of you that tells you to just go shoot somebody, that tells you to just go harm somebody. If you're on this particular journey, you will know this is not that type of conversation. And if that is what's hidden in the dark shadows of you, I believe there are certain things that people do need actual clinical therapeutic approaches for. There are certain things that you are going to need medication and a straitjacket for. This is not the place for you. Go and find the help that you need. Okay? So let's get into it. I just want to dive right on in. Let's go, because I don't want to have these videos go too long. I have some notes in front of me so I don't get sidetracked. But this is titled I think I'm going to I might change the title. I don't know. But the concept of this is what happens when you activate your demons? What happens when you activate your divine darkness? What happens when you activate the suppressed, vilified, and demonized parts of you that not only you were taught to suppress it, but that you taught yourself to keep hidden? Because when these parts of you would show up in the world, maybe you lost so-called friends. Maybe relationships ended, jobs ended. And so you taught yourself to play this overly humble role, this overly submissive role. Let me not say what I'm really thinking. Let me not act on the very thing that I'm being guided to act on, because this is too much for the people that's around me. But what I'm going to tell you is, yes, there are going to be certain relationships, people, places, and things that are going to leave your life when you activate from your divine darkness. Why? Because you begin to scare the hell out of people who have not activated their own power, mission, and purposes. And you only scare them not because you're trying to harm them or hurt them, but you only scare them because they're not used to seeing you in this light before. They're not used to seeing you in this darkness before. And when I say darkness, darkness is its own kind of light. You have the yin, you have the yang, you have the sun, you have the moon, you have heaven, you have hell, you have angel, you have demon, right? If they were not supposed to exist, then God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, would not have created them to be. But they are. And a lot of our suffering is coming from the fact that we glorify one but demonize the other, right? Everything is God. Everything is goddess. Everything has its role and its place. But what we're missing is the mental health around this knowledge and the emotional intelligence required that is necessary to navigate this wisdom inside of ourselves first. Everything begins right here within, okay? So what happens when you activate the divine dark? Now, this is going to be a hard pill to swallow for many of you. But since some of you swallow anyway, take this medicine. Ready? Now, there are 9 here that I've listed, and these are the ones that just came out. I was just writing them out. I was like, I'm just going to get them. I'm just going to say them the way I feel I want to say them. So let's do it. Number 1. What happens when you activate your divine dark, aka your divine dark feminine energy, and bite into the apple from the tree of knowledge? This is what happens first. Number 1, you stop being so fucking nice all the time. Now, you hear people say, don't be so nice all the time. Don't be so, yeah. But there's another component to that. Remember, there's yin and yang. There's duality here, okay? On this planet, in this dimension, we must respect the natural law of duality. Yes, you stop being so nice all the time, but the infinite counterpart to that is you stop being so nice all the time to people who don't deserve it. That part. You stop being so nice all the time to people who don't deserve it. When you look back over your life, you can probably pinpoint that every knife that was in your back, when you looked around you, you found that, yeah, there were knives in your back, but the folks that were around you were people that you knew and that you loved. And the people who you thought knew and loved you. On this journey, you stop being so nice to people all the time who don't deserve it. Let's go back to that point of you start to lose people, places, and things. With so-called friends who weren't really your friends, so-called relationships who never fulfilled you or your purpose or your mission, right? You start to not even lose those things, but those people start to fall off because guess what? You are no longer their scapegoat. You're no longer their floor mat, their doormat. Right? You're no longer the crutch that they can lean on. You're no longer the dumping ground for them because now you're standing in your power. You're not an empty vessel when you're standing in your power. You are full. I love it. I just heard you're full of yourself. You're full of yourself. You're full of yourself. I know that's the words I'm thinking Beyonce. You're full of myself, but you're full of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with being full of yourself when you have activated your divine mission and your purpose. You're full of yourself because what you're full of is power, purpose, mission, love. You're full of, homie, don't play that. People know when not to cross. People know not to cross you because you're so full of yourself, i.e. you're so full of your power. You're so full of yourself, i.e. you're so full of your purpose. You're so full of yourself, i.e. you're so full of your life's mission. Okay? You stop being so nice to people who do not deserve it from you. You start to be more discerning about who deserves your friendship, your love, your attention, your support, your time, your conversation. Right? This is what happens when you activate your divine dark shadow elements of yourself. Number 2, this is what happens when you bite into the apple from the tree of knowledge. You learn to utilize your demons, not just your angels. Woo! Who do you love? Are you for sure? I don't know, that song just came in my head. Listen, you learn to utilize not only your angels, but your demons. Now, let's kind of break this down, all right? Your inner demon could look like you calling people out on their shit because you're done biting your tongue. To some people, oh, that's wicked of them. How dare they tell me what they really think and how they really feel? How dare they? You showing up and being completely in your authenticity and in your truth can look demonic to other people because you're no longer playing this overly humble role. You're bold now. You're more confident now. You're more sexy now. You know who you are and why you're here and what you want. And you're okay with communicating that confidently. And that could be, again, too much for people. Let's go a little bit deeper. Learning to utilize your demons and not just your angels. For some people could mean I'm trying to think of a good one. Y'all can put something in the comments. What would it look like for you to activate your demons and not just your angel? Your demons, when you activate them, your demons will teach you how not to take shit from people. In a nutshell, your demons will tell you how to say something, when to say something that will have the most impact. The key is this. The key is integrating your angels and your demons. Let me just also say that your demons are also angels. Okay? You have your light and you have your dark. You have angels that exist in the light and you have angels that exist in the dark. The problem is we have not learned to utilize our dark angels. We've kept them hidden and suppressed instead because we weren't taught how do you work with demons and not just angels? Although again, demons are also angels, but how do I integrate that? What does your demon look like? Okay. What do your demons look like? And how can you activate them to not only work for you, but work with you? And to not only work for and with you, but for and with people around you, people in your orbit. Because let me tell you something, your angels and your demons aren't supposed to just be for your benefit only. They're for your benefit, but not for your benefit only. They're also supposed to benefit others around you, people in your orbit, right? Now, people have a misconception about demons. People have been taught that demons mean that you go out and do wicked things to people. Let me tell you something. Whenever you transgress on another, meaning you take away somebody else's power to choose, you take away their safety, You attack their stability or their well-being or their safety, or you seek to kill, steal, and destroy them. Whenever you take away somebody's ability to choose for themselves, right? Just to choose for themselves, that is a psychosis. Okay? That's when you start to talk about, mental disorders that are not actually disorders, but that are actually illnesses. And like I mentioned earlier, there are some things you may need a straitjacket and some medication for. That's why we have them. All right. And some people may say, oh, well, to activate, there was somebody who made a comment on my last video, and they were like, well, their shadow and their dark demon selves tells them to get high on drugs that you can make with chemicals up underneath your sink and go and hurt people. No, that is not a demonic thing. That is not a devil thing. You can't blame that on demons. You can't blame that on devils. You need to blame that on yourself. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay? People always want to put a scapegoat on something. Oh, the devil made me do it. The devil didn't make you do it. Your ass did it. Stop blaming shit on the demons, and the devil are tired of y'all. I just want to let y'all know. The angels are tired of you. Demons, they're tired of you. Lucifer's tired of you. God is tired of your shit. Because you want to blame everything. You want to blame the devil. You want to blame the demons for you being the weakest link in your own chain. Grow up. Work on yourself. Go on the inner dark shadow journey and work on yourself. Heal thyself, man and woman. And stop blaming demons and devils for your shit. Okay? Now, number 3. Where are we at? 16 minutes. Let's kind of go through these. We're just going to go through them. Number 3. New levels equals new devils, which means you must also become a new devil. Dun, dun, dun. Right? She devil. I just heard she devil. She's got style. She's got grace. She's a winner. Who sings that? She's a lady. Oh, whoa, whoa, she's a lady. That's what I'm hearing. Talking about that pretty lady. And the she devil is mine. That's what I'm hearing. New levels also require you to be a new devil. Again, we are going over my 9 keys and concepts of what happens when you activate your divine jark and bite into the fruit, bite into the apple from the tree of knowledge. This is what happens. You become a new devil, meaning you're not a pushover anymore. No, you're not going to just stay silent when you know you need to speak up. Now, there are moments when you're on this journey, again, you're activating your emotional intelligence, right? So your emotional intelligence refines you. You will know when it's time to not say a word. Let them have at it, right? Let them eat their hearts out. And then you will know when it's time to speak up and not hold back. And it won't be practiced. It won't be coerced. It'll be so divinely guided. You will speak up and not hold back. And it won't be because you're trying to get back at anybody. It'll be because you're speaking from such a place of conviction and truth and authenticity that you will be checking people without even knowing you're checking people. That is what happens when your new level requires you to be a new devil. It requires you to be bold. It requires you to be, for lack of better words, that bitch. When necessary. And I'm talking about this from that unhealthy ego place. There are women that'll listen to this and they'll go out and just be bitches to everybody. Oh, because I'm activating, listen to me because I'm that bitch and I'm gonna tell you like it is. This isn't for you, ladies. When you like that, I'm not for you. Get out of here. Matter of fact, maybe you should stay and learn yourself something. Okay, this isn't for you if you're going out there thinking you're that bitch and thinking you're all that and you're gonna say what you want to say. You're going out there and starting crap. This isn't for you. Okay, this is for those who are on the journey of emotional intelligence and refining who and what they are, right? You should only be intimidating to people, not because you're trying to intimidate them, but because you're truly in your authenticity and truly in your power and in your purpose. When you're in your power and your purpose and you're authentic, again, you don't even know you're checking people. You're not even coming for people, but you realize that you ended up saying something that checked somebody, and you had no idea you were checking them because you never met them before in your life. But you become a mirror and where people can see themselves and where they need to work on themselves and heal. Your new level will require you to be a new devil. Okay? Let's keep going. Again, what happens when you activate the divine dark energy and bite into the fruit, bite into the apple from the tree of knowledge? Number 4 is what happens. You realize that it's necessary to go over people's heads when they don't have the authority to help or guide you. Let me do it. On that one, I just gotta, yes, 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 yes. That part. When you activate your inner demons, your shadow self, your dark divine energy, which is your God self, okay, which is your goddess self, too, all right, and you bite into the fruit from the tree of knowledge, you realize that it's necessary to go over people's heads who don't have the authority to help you, to support you, or to guide you. An example of this would be, maybe you got to go to court for something. You got to go to court for something, and you're at the front desk, and the receptionist is giving you a hard time. You realize she really doesn't have all the information to give to you, and she'll say things, he or she, them or they, whatever, will say things like, well, I'm not quite sure, or maybe you can, when you say I'm not quite sure, or maybe, that is a trigger point for me. That's a key for me that says, you don't have the wisdom or the knowledge or the insight to help me on what I need. So is there somebody else here that can help me, that does know? Thank you, Susie Q, Martha May. Thank you, John or Matthew. I appreciate your time. Thank you for what you do. I know you probably have a lot of things on your schedule today. I'm sure you're very busy. It's like you have a lot of things on your desk. I appreciate you for looking into this for me. Is there somebody here today, or can you recommend somebody that does know, that can help me? Can you smile? Another example. You are you're wanting to apply for a role, a job, or you're going for that promotion, or you're going for that position. And maybe you want some information about, when interviews are going to be held, or who's conducting interviews, or whatever it is. Oh, I'm not quite sure, or da 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 da. You know what? Let me give a better example. There's somebody at work that's a pest. Maybe you work in workplace bullies are there. Workplace bullying is happening. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe it's something I'm just thinking off the top of my head. And you've put in a complaint before. Maybe you talk to your colleague or direct supervisor and nothing has been done. Well, what are you going to do? Just sit back and continue to let the shit happen to you? Especially when you know you don't deserve it, right? What are you going to do? What you do when you bite into the fruit from the tree of knowledge and you activate your divine dark self, you will go over your supervisor's head, because you've given your supervisor, your manager, your direct, whoever, the opportunity to do their job. And maybe they did. Maybe they did it to the best of their ability, but nothing could get done. And that just means that they don't have the power or the authority to help you or to support you or to guide you. So you go to level up. You're going to corporate. You're going to the board of directors. Hell, you're going to the city officials if you have to, if you must. When you cannot get the information that you need, that you want, that you desire for what it is that you're trying to create or to build or to innovate, okay, whatever it is that whatever information you're trying to get to help yourself, and not just yourself, but those around you, that doesn't just positively affect you, but affects other people in your orbit or in that workplace, it'll benefit other people. You go above your boss, you go above your supervisors, and you, like they say, I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a letter. You write a letter. Meaning you go to corporate, you go to the board of directors if you must. Go to city officials if you must. Get to know your local politicians and your city officials. Write them a letter introducing yourself. This is who I am. This is what I do. Introduce yourself long before anything ever happens, because that way you'll have a rapport. They'll know, oh, hey, Timmésha. How you doing? How's the family? How's everybody? How's your cousin? How's your mama? How's the dog? How's your dog, honey? Right? You'll already have developed a rapport. So get to know higher ups. Because when it's time, and there will be times where you have to go over somebody's head, you want to make sure you have a direct beeline to whoever it is you need to talk to. And you do this when it's absolutely necessary, not because your little feelings got hurt about something, not because again, when you're on this journey, you've refined your emotional intelligence and your mental health, and your ego is healthy, right? So you only go over people's heads when it's absolutely necessary. This, you know what, something needs to be done about this, and who's going to do it? Well, it's in your face for a reason. Maybe you are the one called to do something about it. Be okay with going over anybody's head if the person directly in front of you does not have the information that you need, or does not want to help you, does not want to assist you, or just can't, incapable because they don't have the authority or cannot pull the strings. Be okay with going over their heads, because why? You have a mission and a purpose to fulfill. And may no man or no thing tear asunder. May nothing keep you from fulfilling your mission and your purpose. But you have to be able to have tapped into that bold confidence which exists in the darkness of you for you to be able to do that. All right, let's keep going. Number 5, what happens when you activate your divine dark bite into the fruit from the tree of knowledge? You push through, pass, or go around anyone or anything that is determined to stand in the way of your progress. We kind of talked about that in number 4. Again, we're going over people's heads. I don't know why I separated that. That could have been with number 4, but let's go to number 6 now. Number 6. You learn how to channel your sensuality and sexuality, for my ladies, from your wombs, from your vaginas, from your pussies, right? To your brain, all right? To that pineal gland, okay? To that pituitary gland, to fuel your ideas, your dreams, your mission, and your life purpose. I have heard throughout the years too many times where women talk about pussy power this, pussy power that. And the confusion about pussy power for women who really don't know who they are and haven't done the work on themselves. They probably just read a quote and they were like, oh, I'm going to run with that. You haven't even done the work on yourself. Let me tell you something. Trust your intuition when it comes to certain people talking about this information. Pussy power don't have anything to do with putting it on Tyrone or putting it on Marcus, darling, right? For my boomerang fans out there. It has nothing to do with putting it on Tyrone or Marcus, but everything to do with activating and awakening this deity inside of us all, this genie inside of us all that helps us make things happen in our lives, that help us come into our power, that help us come into our purpose, that help us come into our mission. Okay? You're able to activate power from your womb, from your yoni, from your vagina. You're able to awaken this power from down there and rising it up to your mind to fuel your ideas, to fuel your dreams, to help you heal your body, to help you get healthy, help you get more fit, help you clear your skin, help you grow your nails, help you grow your hair, help you attract love and romance in your life. Oh, it also helps you not push away love and romance. Ladies, hello, I'm guilty of that. Able to attract, right? But as soon as you attract, you push it away because there's still some things within yourself that you need to heal, and still some thoughts and ideas you have about yourself and about love that you really need to dispel because it just isn't true. It may used to have been true. Maybe it was true for you at one point, but it isn't true for the person you've become now, right? Activating womb energy, pussy power, helps you to be more emotionally intelligent so that not only can you attract love, but you'll be able to receive it willingly and open-heartedly without pushing it away. Activating your womb power and your vagina power and raising that energy up helps you again to heal your body, make it more healthy, to get yourself more fit, get yourself more sexy, right? Helps you be more magnetic for reasons that are bigger than just you. It helps you to attract people and opportunities to you because you have a mission and purpose to fulfill. You being magnetic and attractive by activating your womb power, your pussy power, raising that energy up, isn't for selfish reasons or for selfish gain. It's for a mission and purpose. And for women who have tried to activate pussy power for selfish reasons, have all suffered and have all met their demise. They have all met their demise in more ways than one. They are hurt people hurting people. And that's not what this power is for. And we'll delve deep into this in some other videos. And I already have talked about this, but, we're calling it, for us women, we're calling it pussy power because the root is where this power rises up from. And so when you think pussy power, it doesn't have anything to do with sex. Remember, I mentioned that sex and sexuality are fundamentally different. Okay? We're talking about an energy. We're talking about your inner God that you come to the throne to and you commune with, and it teaches you how to navigate this life. It teaches you who you are and what you are and how to navigate yourself for reasons that are bigger than just you. All right, let's keep going. Number 7, what happens when you activate your divine dark and bite into the fruit from the tree of knowledge is, number 7, you get turned on and aroused by your life's purpose and by seeing others in their power. Whoop, there it is. You get turned on and aroused by your life's purpose and by seeing others in their power and in their purpose. When you've done this inner work on yourself, when you've bitten into this ancient knowledge, this ancient fruit from this ancient tree, you know the dedication and the work and the sacrifices it takes to take this type of journey, to be on this type of odyssey. You know what it takes, and you know this shit is not for the faint of heart. And you meet people that have taken that same odyssey and same journey, baby, you have nothing but respect for them because you know how hard it is. I got nothing but love for you, big what you say. I got nothing but love for you, big ones. I got nothing but love for you, right? You have nothing but worship, honor, and respect. You want to bow to them and they want to bow to you. You want to honor, worship, and recognize each other because you know that journey isn't for the faint of heart. You know how hard it is. And you can only commend someone who's taken that same journey because you know. You get turned on by them. You get aroused by them. And I don't mean that sexually. I mean that from a place of reverence and respect. Being turned on and aroused means you awaken a power and an energy inside of you that's typically lying dormant, typically sleeping inside of you. But it rises up and it awakens for worthy causes. It rises up and awakens and arouses itself for worthy people, places, and things. It awakens itself and it rises up to recognize the God in you. I see the God in you. I see the God in you. I worship the God in you. I honor the God in you. I know what it takes to have taken this journey. And you not only took the journey, but you survived it. And you are thriving from it. You become more beautiful and unfuckwithable and phenomenal from it. I worship and I honor you because you've taken that journey. You are worthy to be praised. I'm aroused by you, not because I want to jump your bones, but the God in me, the goddess in me, see, respects, honors the God and goddess in you. Ashe, Asheo. Right? And last, this is the last one. Oh no, two more. There we go. Number 8, what happens when you activate the divine dark and bite into the fruit from the tree of knowledge? Number 8, you stop lying to yourself about seeing the good in everything. Ooh, because you can see the good in an alligator, but if it's hungry, it's going to eat your ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and maybe some snacks in between. Mm. We have been taught such a lie when it comes to ourselves and the world around us. Sure, you can try to seek out the good in every person, in every situation, everything. You can make something. You can make it up. You can try to see the good. And I'm hearing Will Smith in my head. And was it Bad Boys 1? I think it was Bad Boys 1 when Will told Martin, he was like, hey, you know when I tell you that everything's going to be all right, we're going to make it through this? And Martin was like, yeah. And Will was like, well, I could say it, but that'd just be some bullshit today, right? Honey, right? I just heard that in my head. I could say it, but so it's the same thing. Well, I could tell you, like you could see the good in everything and everybody, but that would just be some bullshit when it comes to this particular person, this particular place, and this particular thing. Honestly, some things are just bullshit. Some people are just full of shit. And we have got to be honest with ourselves, especially for those of you who are, maybe you're dating somebody, or maybe you're having a hard time getting out of a relationship or situationship or whatever it is, and you have fallen in love with the potential of a person. We've all done it. We're all guilty of it. Okay. You are not alone. I'm going to be able to talk about this shit because I've been through it. All of it. Okay. And so you fall in love with the potential and you're like, oh, I can see the good in him or her. Whatever floats your boat, honey. Okay. I can see the good in him. I see the potential. If she would just, if they, them would just, right? But they aren't. Okay. The part where I wrote, you can see the good in the alligator, but if it's hungry, it's going to eat your ass for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Oh, it's going to, right? We have got to stop fooling ourselves when it comes to people, places, and things. Because when a person shows you who they are, this is a day-old saying, I didn't make this up, fill in the blank, right? When a person shows you who they are, right? I know some of you are filling in the blank right there. You can put it in the comment section what that fill in the blank is. I'm not going to even say it because I know you already know. And if you don't know, check the comment section. I'm sure some of the subscribers here have typed it in there. When a person shows you who they are, blank, right? We've got to stop just focusing on the potential. And not even the potential, just bypassing the whole romantic relationship thing. That was just something I used as an example. Okay. But again, sometimes people, places, and things are just shit. They're just bullshit. They don't care about anyone or anything but themselves. They're completely selfish. They do not value your presence, your insight, your attention, your nothing. Right? They just don't. Some people just don't give a damn. Some people are just purely wicked. Purely wicked. They're just dirty. They're just grimy. They're just scandalous. They just are. And guess what? They know that they are. And it's not up to you to try to change them. That is who they are choosing to be. Do yourself a favor. Remove yourself off of that path and get back focused on who and what you are and why you come to this planet. All right? They just are. And guess what? People choose to just be shitty people. They just choose to be shitty people. They were a shitty person before you met them. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. The only thing that it has to do with you is the fact that you allowed them into your life. But you have the power to also release them out of your life too. People, places, things. All right, let's get on the last one. The last one. This is my favorite one. All right, the last one is, again, what happens when you activate the divine dark, bite into the fruit from the tree of knowledge? What happens when you become demonic and evil? Ooh, some people aren't going to like this, right? And again, it's only demonic and evil because people realize that they can't bullshit you anymore. You're only evil and demonic and weird to the people who cannot walk all over you anymore. You're demonic and evil and weird because they can't piss in your leg and tell you it's raining anymore. Because you've woken up your God, your goddess. Okay? So what happens is, the last one, number 9. Oh, I love this one. Ladies, listen close. Come in. I want you to come in close. What happens? You stop having sex with low vibrational people. You hear the sirens? Confirmation. Oh, this is my favorite one. It really, really is. Listen, you stop having sex, penetrative intercourse, or sex can exist in a number of different ways. Okay, kissing can be very sexual. Rubbing, touching, all that can be very sexual. You stop having sex with low vibrational people, but in this case, I'm talking about penetrative sex. Ready for this? Because you know that whatever your pussy genie juice touches draws more like it unto itself. You know that if you pour your manifestation pussy juices on men or women, whatever floats your boat, who are not of high value, based on your ideas of high value, your pussy genie juice will magnetize more low value people to you. Hold on, let me just, oh Lord, let me take a sip of my drink. A little bit of grape juice. Ooh, honey. Yes. Yeah, I said it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Powerful, isn't it? Mind altering, is that not? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to read it again. I can feel y'all's energy. I'm going to read it again. This isn't even live, but I can feel those of you that are watching it when I do air this. You're asking me to repeat that. I'm going to repeat it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. You stop having sex with low vibrational people because you know that whatever your pussy genie juice touches, whatever your pussy power touches, because it's so powerful, it draws, it magnetizes, it attracts, right? But you know that whatever your pussy genie juice touches draws more like it unto itself. You know that if you pour your manifestation pussy power juice on men or women who are not of high value, based on your ideas of high value, your pussy genie juice will magnetize more of its kind to it. I.e., you have intercourse with a low vibrational person, you are going to attract more low vibrational people because that's just how powerful your pussy power is. Fellas, you too, if you're listening to this, you put your phallic energy into someone, that wand, think of it as a magic wand, Harry Potter, okay? That magic wand is going to start to draw and attract more of what you just shared that energy with. And ladies, we wonder why we have suffered so many heartbreaks, so many disappointments, so many, whatever you want to call it, fill in the blank. Because we kept drawing more like that unto us because that's what we kept entertaining. Going to dinner with them, hanging out with them, kissing them, allowing them in your energy, allowing them to touch your body. That's why I forget that rapper name that everybody was up in arms about who wouldn't let people touch him. Who was that? I'm not big into hip hop and stuff these days, but um, I was the baby, or I don't know. I could be wrong. Put it in the comment section. There was some rapper that everybody was like, "Oh my God, he doesn't let people touch him." Now, I think his way of responding to people touching him is rude, and I think it's very immature, very low vibrational, very childlike. Um, I think he could use some more work on himself with that, because there's a way to educate somebody about your boundaries without brushing your shoulders off. I think it's just a little ignorant, if you ask me. But I get the ideal behind it. But we should be a little bit more cautious about who gets to touch your flesh, right? I mean, if you have on clothes and they just kind of hug you and reach out to you, and you got on clothes and they can't really touch your direct skin, okay, that's different. But flesh to flesh could be different. And I mean prolonged touching, where an energy exchange can happen, right? And you're not pushing away to everybody. There are some folks, you can feel their energy right away, and you're okay with them hugging you, shaking hands, and all that kind of stuff. But not to go so deep into that, you got to be really discerning when it comes to that type of thing. And then again, if people do hug and touch you, I'm not around here trying to offend somebody who reached out to hug or shake my hand. I mean, again, you have to be discerning. If you are on this journey of a clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, empathic person, you know how to clear energy. And it ain't about dusting it off and being rude to them right in front of their face. That's just fucking rude, all right? And it's ignorant as hell, right? You're not that powerful. Because if you were, you would know better than not to be that ignorant or rude to somebody who didn't deserve your rudeness. You know what I mean? Just going back to that rapper, I saw that video and I just remember how rude he was. But anyway, so exchange of energy is real, but on a deeper level, when we talk about energy exchange as far as our bodies are concerned, knowing how powerful your pussy is, okay, through emotional intelligence and through mental health, is why you should be more discerning about who you allow to penetrate you, okay? Because who they are externally, internally, you can tell by the fruit that they bear. You can tell by how they treat other people, how they speak to you, how they cater to you, if they're supportive and catering and helpful. And, you can tell a person's energy. You can feel it before they even say a word, right? So in deciding who you are going to be sexually intimate with, all right, when you come into this knowledge about yourself and about your body, and this is the things that I teach my women, and this is the thing that I teach girls as young as 13 or whenever she's getting her menstruation or period, she has these type of questions. It's important for her to know the power that she carries. That is not hocus pocus and something you're just trying to tell her to keep from having sex. I'm not trying to keep you from going there if you feel that you're guided to go there. But I'm going to tell you what happens when you go there at a time when you're not ready, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically not ready. I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to tell you true. I'm going to tell you the raw truth. And then if you want to go and experience this yourself, you're going to look back and say, you know what? Timmésha was right, because exactly what she said will happen is what's happening. If you pay attention, you will see that exactly what I say, it will happen. You go out there, you have penetrative intercourse with somebody who's low vibrational. You go out to the mall the next day, you're going to be attracting all the low vibrational people to you. You're going to be like, damn, why I keep attracting Tyrone and Mark is them? Why I keep attracting these type of men? Because you keep fucking these type of men. Excuse my language, right? This is a whole other conversation we can go deep into. I'm already at 48 minutes. I can't believe it's been so long. I'm going to end this. I'm going to end it right here. Listen, if this resonated with you, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Make sure to comment in the comment section below. I love hearing from y'all. I love seeing y'all's comments. I love talking to you. I love it so much. Thank you to the new subscribers that are here. I'm so glad to know that what I have to share resonates with you on a deeper level. For those of you who've been subscribed here, rocking with our community for some time, I appreciate you. I love you, and I'm glad that you found your home, your colony. This is a colony, and I am the queen bee here, Timmésha Burgess. For those of you that know, you know. Don't forget to get your copy of Activate, Unorthodox Philosophies that explore anxiety, depression, and suicidal thoughts as symptoms of suppressed superpower. You can get it on Amazon in paperback or ebook, or you can order it directly from me from my website, TimméshaBurgess.com. I'll inscribe and sign it for you, put my energy all over it, and I'll send it to you if you'd like that. Also, don't forget to get your merch. Fear of feminine power is a mental disorder. And in relation to this last context, honey, go ahead and get the Pussy Power merch. POOSE power, because we are coming into the knowledge that we can awaken our innate ancient power for more reasons than just one. Okay. Don't forget to donate. Y'all, listen, donate. I see your comments. I love your likes and your shares and your subscribes and all that good stuff. But honey, we love the stuff that jiggles, but we love it when it folds. What did she say in Coming to America? We appreciate the jiggle, but we love it when it folds. Anyway, listen, donate. That's all I'm trying to say. All of that information to donate and just gift the channel is in the description box below. You can send Cashapp, or you can give me a super thanks. I love super thanks. Thank you to those of you who have given super thanks. I love you and I appreciate you. And it all goes right back into Alchemy. It all goes right back into making sure that these messages come out, that some of the written works that I'm working on get published, that I can afford to do that. And just keep this thing going. Just keep this a well-oiled machine by your donations and your gift. That really, really helps out a lot. So I appreciate those of you who have already donated and continue to donate. I see you and I love you and I appreciate you and I'm so aroused by you. Mwah. Anyway, I will speak to y'all. I'll see y'all in the next cast. Ciao for now.